What's going on, you guys? Happy Friday. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I miss you guys. I have not been on in a moment, but I just want to come to you and say, what's happening? How are you? What are you up to? It's Friday. And you should be off work. I hope you should be off work. But anyway, it is Friday. And the thing that I wanted to talk to you about in your life and in your business is self confidence. So I'm going to tweak this just a little bit because I think it's important. And because you guys, I launched my first masterclass and it's at 8:30 in the morning. So I on Saturday morning. So I'm gonna combine a business with a little bit of motivation today for you. Okay. So now let's get started. So for those that don't know me, I've been doing this for a year. So if you don't know me, go back and look at all the lives. Go back and go to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to Sustain Your Biz to Win. And oh my gosh, go to Ignite Your Passion to Sustainable Business. That's our group. If you need that information, just message me and I will get you the links to it. But the most important link is to sustain your biz to win.org. That's where you find most everything. That's where you find everything. So I'm your girl, Dr. TOD. I talk to you about life and business as a life and sustainable business coach. That's what I do. And so I've been coming on you guys for about a year, a little over a year. I've been coming on, talking to you guys, inspiring you guys, at least hopefully, prayerfully, I've been inspiring you because that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to help you win. And what does winning mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means welcoming in the new you, investing in yourself, and to never, ever give up on you. So everything that I put out here, everything that I say is not about me. It's about you, and so that you can win. We are all winners. And as you know, I will add a little scripture in there and add a little stuff in there so that you can know that I love my Jesus. And so I had to put that out there because after this week of coming to this conference, I am not holding back. This was an amazing conference that I went on. It was church growth, but I'm going to take a little bit of it to do both ministry work and to be able to inject those principles that I learned this week. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get started. And the first thing is self-confidence. You have to be self-confident. Okay. I know that we are coming out of a pandemic. There's so many things that we are not sure of or insecure about, and maybe even fearful. And so with that, sometimes our confidence level goes down and then doesn't even come back up. So it's funny because I made a comment, and I may have to write a sermon on this, but sometimes we do have to go down in order to make a comeback. Sometimes we do have to go down in order to come back up. Sometimes we have to, our confidence level has to be broken because sometimes it becomes more about us instead of what we're supposed to be doing in our lives for others, so that we can grow and flourish, because you can't really help anybody else if you don't help yourself. And if you're constantly looking at yourself and constantly thinking about yourself, there are some things that will impede others from coming to you or attracting you. So self-confidence, yes. Arrogance, no. You see what I'm saying? Self-confidence, yes. Arrogance, that's a no-no. Okay, so I'm going to put that out there as a disclaimer first, that I'm not saying that you have to be pompous. I'm not saying that you have to be the know-it-all that you want to be. I'm just saying have some self-confidence. And the mere reason also is because sometimes we are broken. Sometimes things get us down, and we are looking at people all over everywhere on social media. We're looking at all of the happiness, all of those things. And I wanted us to take a page out of Simone Biles. Like, sometimes our mental state has to come first. And that's, again, part of being self-confident, right? And so here at Sustain Your Biz, that is one of the things that I talk about is mindset plus sustainability equals success. Mindset plus sustainability equals success. So let me just get this here for you so I can put that down. So again, go to sustainyourbiz2win.org and you will find more stuff. So let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to go through is I was reading a most recent article on Forbes magazine, and they said that there are some 5 successful things that entrepreneurs share within their self-confidence secrets, right? And so, which is good because it's in alignment with what I'm talking about. So the first one I'm going to skip because I'm going to make that last. Actually, let's go back. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go backwards. So this is key. So in Forbes, the magazine, it says that the mind-body connection is real. So I just said that. So with that being said, you definitely have to make sure that your mind and your body are right. That's in your life and in your business, because sometimes our minds are just not right. Sometimes we are depressed and maybe not know it. Sometimes we might be going through some mental issues, and because we are trying to be the best person that we can be, it's impeding our process, right? So one of the things that you can do is trying to get your mind right. And I had this conversation with my mother today. Is a lot of times, especially in the African American community, we don't realize how much mental illness is in our lives, and it's not just in our lives. It's in the air. It's in everybody's life, right? Not in everybody's. Let me take it back. It's well known. However, in the African American community, I think so long that we've suppressed it, we've pushed it down as this thing that's not real, or this thing that if we let it out of the box, that it will impede everything that we do in life. And I have to say, I think we did more harm than good by pushing or suppressing or even burying mental illness within the African American community. You feel me? So I think it's important for you to find a way to really regroup, reset, and recharge our mind, which will ultimately reset, regroup, and charge our bodies, which will ultimately reset, regroup, and build up our confidence. So some of the things that you can do for that, of course, is seeing a therapist, seeing a coach like myself, or even maybe going to exercise, going for walks, or even talking about it to yourself, or even journaling, writing it down, right? Again, boosting that up as far as your mindset is maybe, like I said, going to the gym and exercising, going for walks, right? Or spending some devotional time, reading the Bible, reading scriptures, finding out what God wants you to do in this season. Okay. So that's where that comes in at, because you definitely don't want to get into some pitfalls of anxiety and depression and things that decrease our ability to be successful. Okay. So that's number 5. I know that was Friday, so I told you I was kind of mixing it up, right? Guess the other thing is, and I'm going to raise my hand. I'm the one that I'm always looking for approval. And I'm stopping that as of this week. I don't need your approval. Don't look outward for approval. Because if you're constantly looking for approval, you will be disappointed. Okay? Do you. Okay? Because if you're constantly looking for approval, you will never know the value that you already have. Because there are some people that may devalue you, And there are some people that value you, but you don't need to seek permission to do what God has intended you to do. So I want you to say that I don't need outward. I don't need to look outward for approval. You don't need to look on social media for approval. You don't need to put it out there, all them likes and all that stuff like that. Do you know if I constantly look for that, you think I would be here even a year later? Right? I'm not looking for approval, but what I am hoping for is that what I say is touching somebody. And I'm constantly in the back of my mind, if I grab one, I grab 1,000. If I grab two, I grab 2,000. You feel me? So boost yourself 100% once you realize I am. Say who you are. Say what you're proud of. Say what you do. And you don't have to worry about getting approval for somebody else. Stand firm on building up excellence, not perfection, but excellence. Because if you're constantly looking for perfection, you will definitely, number one, put yourself in a different mindset, and you'll definitely put the mindset of others in there, right? You will never accomplish anything if you're always looking for perfection, if you're always hungry for permission to do something instead of just saying, hey, I'm just going to do it, right? If you want to get that job that people are saying, oh, you know what, I don't know if you should get that job, or it's a pay cut, but I don't think you should do it. But if you know in the back of your mind that you need some peace from the job that you already have, and it's a toxic work environment and you need to move, or if you know that job, although it's a pay cut, it can be another pathway to a different career. Come on, somebody. So you definitely have to make sure that the choices that you're making is for you. And as an entrepreneur, you have to be in tune with your own feeling, your own gut, your own thought process, the things that you have put down in your business plan that is made for you. Because your business, although might be a burger joint like every other burger joint, but what makes it different? You don't need to set up approval, right? Raise your hand. I am not seeking approval today. I'm going to do what I'm planning. Now, some of y'all millennials, am I saying that right? Or next gens, y'all might be a little apprehensive on this one, but dress the part. Dress the part. Dress to kill is the confidence booster. Now, I'm not saying that you need to have a suit and tie on, because we've kind of gotten away from that. But if you need to put on a suit, you need to put on, you don't have to necessarily put on a tie. But for my men, you know what? Put on a suit. Put on a nice jacket. Put on a nice shirt. Put on some jeans. Put on some loafers. I'm just saying, or put on some nice white kicks. I'm just saying, dress the part. Dress like you for success, right? If I come on here and my hair is looking this way, or my hair is looking disheveled, or if I literally come home and I change, because when I'm out in the field, I'm a little bit different. Like today, I had little Afro puffs on. I had, a bandana on because I was working with kids today. I had my sneakers on. I couldn't put on the lab coat per se, because I've learned in pediatrics that the lab coat scares kids. So again, dress for the part, right? Dress for the part. I know in certain industries, you may not have to dress up, but guess what? If you're going for that job interview, you better put on a suit. You better put on a nice pair of slacks, my females, or a skirt, whatever. You better dress for it, right? I tell my girls all the time, I don't care if it's McDonald's. You're going to go in a suit, okay? I know that's old school, but you're going to dress the part, okay? And this is from Forbes, so you Google it yourself. I'll tell you the title. These are from top entrepreneurs, right? And the other one is get things done. Get things done. Make sure that you have the confidence is in the work that you do. And if you feel as though that you've completed some tasks or some goals, that'll also boost up your confidence. So as I was talking with somebody the other day about that, although you may have your goal list, put on your priority. You don't want to put on all these goals and then you're looking at them, you got 100 goals here and you only accomplish 5, that will definitely decrease your confidence. But what you want to do is make sure that you have the goals set and maybe put them in different departments or compartments as to how you're going to use, or maybe even use some simple tools or electronic tools that you can to make sure that the tasks are being done. Simple, put in your phone, do a goal list of what you want to get done on a daily, right? And then the last thing is know your worth. And the last thing, when I say last thing, is from the article. I went from the top one that it said was know your worth. Know your worth. So listen, I don't know how many times I've said that I know my value, I know my worth. And it's been over time where I'm really stuck with that. Even when patients come to the office and they look at the pricing and they wanna negotiate on the price. My price is my price. You don't like my price, there's the door. And I don't necessarily say that, but I'm not in your pocket. I don't know what you're doing. It's the same thing with the coaching business and the different things that we're doing. Even if you go to logicecareinc.org, you'll even see the products that we're selling. The prices are the prices. Can't change that because I know what they're valued, right? And so those are some of the 5 things that Forbes has said, in there, right in there. And so the other, what I want, and that's for Forbes, but what I wanted to do is to basically help you to say that understanding what is important to you is the most confident boosting strategy that you can have. Many times people stay hung up on other people's expectations on what it is to be successful. Okay, hear me out. And so when they're doing that, this can make you either devalue yourself, make you look at yourself a different way because others are putting what success is for you in your life, right? And so when you have the knowledge of both what's successful for you in your personal relationship and what's successful to you in your business relationship, everything is gravy. So you want to start with a plan. And that is my focus. I am key on plans right now, you guys. That is my niche. That is where, I really, really want you to be. And so in order to do that, what you need to look at is part of your plan is tip number 1. Ready? Before I go into the tips, how's that been today? I didn't go back and ask you guys, how is what I'm saying of value today? Is what I'm saying of value? What is going on? And so I'm leading to say, also, let me put this up here before I go into the tips. Really, really quick. I want you to trying to see which way. I'm just going to create another banner. So we're having another thing coming up is write your plan. Let me just make sure that is it. Yep. So for those that want, to look at your business plan a little bit, that want to look at your business plan, want to have, somebody look at it, want somebody to evaluate it and audit it, I just need you to go right here to writeyourbizplan.com, writeyourbizplan.com. I'm just going to share the screen just a little bit. And see if you can see that. It's not coming up, but that's fine. It is writeyourbizplan.com. think that's it. Just want to make sure. I'm trying to get it over to you. That is it. Yeah, that's it. So it's www.writeyourbizplan.com. Just want to be sure what was created, so I'm not giving you the wrong information. There. So yeah, so the 5 tips. Let me just go here. So this is what we are promoting today for the next few weeks. So I want you to get into this master class because that's what we're doing. We're for your plan. Not only that, but write your plan. Write your plan for your business. Write your plan for your life. And so I wanted to give you the tips. I lost the tips. So I wanted to give you the tips on basically understanding your value, understanding the importance of, what is, going on with yourself. So tip number 1. So know your strengths and your weaknesses. Know your strengths and your weaknesses. Yeah. And if you heard me talk about the taco method, something that I've established in my head is that assessing, right? Assessing. The T is for training, A is for assessing. And so assessing your strengths and your weaknesses, understanding that is critical in building your confidence, knowing what you're good at, knowing what you need work on, right? Knowing those skills that you can excel in and those that you need to focus on and build up, right? Tip number 2, accept for yourself who you are. I said that before. You are unique. We all have different genetic makeup, different genetic codes in us. You are uniquely made. God knows every hand, every hair and strand that's on you and every cell that's in your body. And we all have different things that make us different and unique, and live in that, accept that. Okay. If you think you have flaws, everybody has flaws. Don't beat yourself over the things that you have no control over. I've said this often. Do not beat yourself up over the things that you don't have any control over. Rather than complaining about these things that you aren't good at, try to find what are you amazing at? What can you do? How do you improve your weaknesses? Learn. Go back to school. Take some online courses. These are some of the things. Remember your successes. Remember the things that you have already accomplished in your life. If he did it before, he will do it again. Think about your future. Where do you see yourself in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, even 10? And talk to others. Never give up on achieving your goals. Use these tips to improve your self-confidence so that you can make the successful things happen in your life. That is it. Take these tips, grow from it, learn from it, and, get on there, write your plan, make it plain as the scripture says. Listen, if you think that Dr. Hill has always had this confidence, think again. I'm just looking at things through a different lens, you guys. And the most important thing is releasing those things that are binding you, releasing those things that keep you down, releasing those things that are going to stop you from going forward. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. And once you release, you will never know how far you will go unless you release. And I'm telling you, once you release those things, once you take those 5 tips and understand your value, your worth, your uniqueness, your weaknesses and your strengths, knowing that there are things that you have successfully accomplished. Look at those things that you've done before and see where you are today. Yeah, I challenge you to do that. And again, I'm not saying self-confidence is being arrogant. What I'm saying is build that up because it comes in. And lastly, if you have employees and you're down and depressed and stressed right now, you go through those doors, that's how the whole culture of your business will be. So I want to set you up for the best version of yourself that you can be. And that is Self-confidence. That's self-confidence. So this is your girl, Dr. T. Go down there, get in more information about writing your plan for your life and for your business. Write that plan. Go to that link, put your information in. It's www.writeyourbizplan.com, writeyourbizplan.com. And this is for everybody. This is for those that really want to look at where you're going for 2022. This is a masterclass that we're going to be putting on. So I want you in that masterclass so that you can win. And what does winning mean? Welcoming in the new you, investing in yourself, and never ever give up on you. So this is your girl, Dr. TOD, coming to you with 5 tips on how to have self-confidence or boost your self-confidence. And I will see you guys on the other side. Be blessed. We're going to work hard. Work hard.